Warriors of Sanctuary. We finished part 2 right as we finished Ashworld Cemetery, and we're transported through our magical portal to Westmarch. In Westmarch, here is where you will experience most of the game. It'll be your hub. This will be your go-to place, and you'll only see that Wortham from part 1 will only pop up again later. Again, I'm going to skip all these animations because I really don't want to sit through all those, and you guys can see those. I don't want to enter a dungeon right now, so let's not do that. Let me move this little thing that gives me all my stuff down a little so it's not in my way. Move it up here. Oh, it's right in my way. I'm trying to switch locations of my little... There we go. Oh, no, that's going to be in my way now. I have a little floating screen recorder thing, so I'm trying to figure out where best to put it so it doesn't interfere with anything I have to touch. And it's really tricky because it's either going to be... Alright, I'll X that out. Oh no, what did I do? Oh yeah. You won't be able to re-enter if I leave or something. Ugh. No, what did I do? Did I start myself over? Oh lord. Alright, let's go back to here. If you accidentally do that, just go here. Go to your... I don't see it on here. Hold on. No panic. At least I hope not. So we got our Ashworld Cemetery here. Oh my god. You know what it did to us? It put us all the way back here. What's going on? No, this isn't right. We're 21 already. We're supposed to... Okay. Now where are we? Oh, we are in Westmarch. Okay. So now here we are. So now we're transported back to Westmarch because I stopped the game. We're not in the square anymore. So if we were going to be in the square, we would have been like when it first put us in here, it put us like here in the central square. So the map. But now that I closed the game and restarted for this next part of the walkthrough, it's taken me down to like the actual quest guy. So if you start there, for this guy, it's gonna have, I'm having to run back to where it started from on that map, from where we ended on part 2, and that's only because I stopped it right there. So we've got all these like red dots on our codex and our thing up here, so we will check all those before we actually click on this guy to begin Westmarch, because there are some new things that I need to show you. So anyway, that's where we spawned. So you should be here. You should come out of your portal. You should be here. Here we go. Then you'd follow these steps up. Over here. If you close out the game, you'll find yourself where I was. Now, I'm not going to do that yet. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to our codex first. I'm going to claim all this stuff. So you should have all this stuff now to claim on your codex, which levels you up on your battle pass. As you do these various things here, you'll get to be able to claim it. You'll get points in your battle pass, and then you'll be able to go here and collect your rewards. There. So, now we go to the guide, because here now we're lit up again. Oh, because we got to go back, because we didn't grab those rewards. So now, we'll claim this. Ashworld Cemetery, we'll claim this. If you're playing along with me and doing everything I was doing in the tutorial before, you should be claiming all the same things. You should have all the same things to claim as I do, and Ashworld Cemetery should pretty much be done. Then we're going to go here and we're going to collect our stuff again. Pretty repetitive. Now we have our activities. So these are activities we need. Battle Pass. It's expanded. It tells us, you know, if we have quests. Here, you know, we still have upgrade set items and all that. We don't have all the stuff to do that yet. So what we're going to do, I'll hit the notifications here too. Rare Crest. So we'll be able to pick that up in a minute. I'll show you where. Familiar contract. We want that as well. So we're going to go ahead and go along with these notices as the rare crest is available, and that there's contracts available. We'll deal with that in a little bit. We can go to Nizka on the familiar contracts because I do really want a familiar, but I don't know if the game's got this unlocked yet, honestly, because we just started. So I apologize if I waste our time, but we're going to go ahead and try it because why not? If we can start getting those familiar contracts, we're better off for it. The familiar keeper is here. Yes, we can. Okay, so for now, we'll start with the contract shop because we've got one available. So every week you can buy 3 different familiar contracts for 10,000 gold. So we just bought a familiar contract. So now what we'll do, you can also go to the familiar shop. I can't do that yet because we're too little. So I guess like for now, we don't even have any familiars, so we can't do any of this stuff right now. All we can do is get that first contract. We can't even summon familiars yet. We bought the contract, though. So let's go back to the talk to him, because we have to wait. But just so you know where that is, and what that prompt is, and what's going on. Because they throw a lot of things at you at one time. I'm just like, la 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 la. Through here. Go to this guy. Oops. There's a cancel. Alright. So, Lieutenant done. New legs. I know, it's not Lieutenant Dan, but it was close enough to make me think of it. New legs. Okay, now you're gonna go here. We're gonna talk to these people. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Then we're gonna, oh, you hear my son, I did it. That's him playing on his Switch. That's my little one hanging out next to me. He's also gaming right now. He's a little gamer too. All my kids are gamers.
Can you get the Master Sword now?
Alright, get the Master Sword. Good job. That's not Diablo. We don't have Master Swords. I was talking to my son. Oh, anytime you see these glowing papers, right? Get them. Just pick them up. Okay? It's a chronicle. You'll need to collect them. So whenever you see those glowing gold papers, pick them up. Okay, so now we're going to do this. So this is going to be... Alright. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Alright. So we're just talking to her. While I'm here, I'm going to salvage this real quick. You can upgrade, you can rank transfer the rank out of anything, so don't worry. Like, if I get a better shoulders, I can rank transfer the rank 1 to those shoulders without losing anything. So, like, if I went here and I wanted to transfer this rank to another slot of shoulders I just got that can get that, I can do it there, okay? So, rank everything up as much as you can. You can always transfer your rank to those new items. So, he got all those things. So anyway, we're going to leave here. We're going to continue along to go see Kane's workshop. And this is where I said you're going to run into that Kane character quite a bit. And so that's kind of cool. I noticed earlier that even with the sound effects, so I'm going to go back to my settings. Remember, for settings, we go here. Oh, I got mail too. So on these settings, I have new settings. Equip new cosmetics, auto navigation. That was probably what it was, right? That I got there. Automatically use lower tier and higher tier salvage materials to upgrade secondary equipment. Automatically use lower tier and higher tier to update primary equipment. When this setting is turned on, you'll automatically use all available salvage materials for upgrading primary items only. If disabled, you will use salvage materials that are specifically required for each upgrade level. Okie dokie. And then with this setting turned on, you'll automatically use all available salvage materials for upgrading primary items only. If disabled, you'll use salvage materials that are specifically required. I don't know. I'll just leave it the way it is. Everything else is still selected the way I had it. The only thing is I turned all these down, but now I realize that we can survive if all of these are at low levels. That we're good. You can hear me just fine. I'm still going to leave those two off. But I'm going to leave the other ones on because now I know that you can still hear me. I like everything else about my interface and stuff. Really like my sensitivity, my primary attack, aim. Alright, so the sensitivity is, you know, adjust the sensitivity when you're targeting. Primary attack, aim. This will bring up an aiming for primary attack. So you can do that. You can have it on and it'll show you like kind of, I don't want my primary attack to be delayed at all. So that just adjusts the delay before it attacks your target. I want it to attack it right away. Like skill buttoning position, I like them where they are. I don't want to make them like further away. I like layout 1 just fine. Canceling of skills, I like that just fine. Skill wheel position, icon center, finger center. I don't know, finger center is fine for me because my fingers are doing what they're doing. Stance button, no, I'll leave it up there because that's easier to click when you're messing with your skills. That's more, it's better. I like my map large, my mini map, but if you want your mini map up in the corner to be a lot smaller, you can choose that. I like a larger mini map. Some people like a smaller mini map. And you can choose for your combat values here. If you don't like that they're tiny right now, you can make them bigger. The only thing is once you get big and really, really strong, if you have those big, you're doing so much damage that you can't see anything. It's all so big, but all the damage you're causing, all these numbers are drowning out, and you can't even see what you're doing. So I leave it tiny. I'm gonna leave the opacity alone. Combat. Damage over time is displayed in one location with multiple instances combined. Does not apply to status damage, certain types of continual. I'll turn that on because if I'm doing continuous damage, I'm just going to combine it. And I'll turn that on because I'd like them to pop up in, you know, those ways. I don't want them to just come out of the people, those numbers that pop up. Spectator camera. Okay. So you can have it either way, right? With your camera access. I'm leaving it the way it is. You can change it. Controller, fishing vibration, survivor's bane vibration. That'll be, you know, you might want to turn that off if you want to survivor's bane because I'm going to leave it on, but that's kind of crazy. And I'm using a phone, not a controller. You can attach a controller and use a controller. My display, I'm just leaving everything the way it is. You can change so much in here. Storage. That you can do like different storage. Like I'm fine right now with my phone. Picture mode, you can change it to any of them. I like mine in classic, although you can have it warmer, but it's a little brighter. Which I guess since I'm doing a tutorial, I might as well have it warmer where you guys can see better. For chat, you know what? I am just gonna, let's see. Chat size, default, show channels. Let's see. You can do voice to text, you can change your chat commands, you can do all that, and there's all kinds of things you can see, you know. On here, whether you want it appear offline or not. I want to see the channel tabs on there, but I'd want it the smallest. I like to be able, on here, you can drag. I'll use tap to expand so it's easier, so I don't have to drag it open. Autoplay voice memos. I don't have any of these things yet, but I'll leave them on. I don't have them either. It don't bother me. Notifications. All your notifications, so it won't disturb you at different times of day. I'm going to turn the one on for if my item's sold. A new battle. I'm turning the notifications on for that. Account. Blah. Video captures. Enable manual capture. Like, you can tap the record button and record 30 seconds of video, so it does have an option to record in-game real quick to get video captures. Enable manual capture. I don't really need to do that because I'm doing screen capture. I have all those up high. Anyway, your phone, you may have to change things. But see how it's brighter now so you guys can see things better with that warm play. Sorry about that long spiel. Hopefully it helped a little. This book's really cool in Kane's Workshop. This will tell you every single quest you've been on. And because I picked up those pages, right? Then I got that log of special orders that I found it. But you find these by picking up those gold pages throughout your time. You can see the location of where one might be. It's somewhere over there by the ferry and stuff. So we'll see if we can find those pages later. And then, of course, like we've got this collection as well. We're picking up those pages. So keep doing your quest, you know, and you'll see how this goes. This is just what you've done in Wortham. This is actually you. If you click on these, this is what you did. It plays the whole quest over again. And so you can press play on all of these parts. You can go back and redo the same exact quests doing that. Ashwold Cemetery, those were all the different quests that we just did. So you can go through and actually see the replay of yourself doing all of those. Fun, right? The Adventures Chronicle. So that's the book in here that I was talking about those golden pages go into. That right there is telling me that I've got a bunch of stuff to pick up. So I'm just going to go ahead and claim all this, because you'll get all this when you first start. Returner's Path. I'm a returner, so I get these Returner's Path. If you're not a returner, you probably won't get that. But I'm going to clear out all these dots while we're in a safe spot. You're going to see on these quests. It's adding more achievements. For exploration, we do have an achievement here, and that is this one. So you got to click it, right? You get hilts. Click it. Get your hilts, right? But now you're 18% of the way with that. And you will see on here, I've only explored 74% of the map there. It wants me to find the 5 bestiary pages, so you got to do specially. I'll show you how you get those later. The guard story, find the lost cemetery guard. So you go in there and find the 5 lost ones. Then you'll get that quest. You got to go back to Ashworld, visit the Vile Sarcophagus by going into the hidden lair and killing monsters that are in the Vile Sarcophagus. You've also got to, in Hell 1 difficulty, defeat a Dustbringer in Ashworld Cemetery. You've got to complete all 14 of the side quests that are available in there. You've got to defeat the tax collector 4 times, which is a special event in that zone in the haunted carriage. Event, that is at the end. Everybody attacks the tax collector together in the haunted carriage, and you get those 4 done. I've already done Mad Kings and killed the Skeleton King. You've got to defeat Officer Hagen in Ashworld, so you run across him when you go through there from time to time. And there are all kinds of altars. There are 50 altars, haunted altars, that you'll find over time. You got to get 50 of them in Ashworld Cemetery. So that's what these achievements are. So, you know, get your achievements when they're there. It's got it for every single thing. See, look, since I played last, they've added the Charvel Winds, and I think World's Crown? No, I think maybe World's Crown was just coming out last time I played. So they've added a whole new section of the game as well. But we're going to go ahead and continue after we click all of these. Let's see what our mail is. This is just the mail that's letting us know. And you want to delete it, because once your mail gets to 100, you won't keep getting mail. And then we've got more skills. Let's see what we have here, what we can do. So we got our Mist-touched verb still in our Wave Edge. So now we have Blade Dance, we have the Cascades. We can use Flowing Strike and the Zephyr Surge. I don't really like any of those. I'd rather have most of the stuff I've got now. Honestly, or maybe. No, I'll just leave it be for now. It's fine. If you want to change them, you would pick one like this and say switch slot while you picked like one on here and whatever. Oh, good job, buddy. My little one's kicking butt in gaming as well. Tap to view your new... Oh, I have a legendary item in my inventory. Fabulous. So this is what legendary items look like. So what we're going to do is we're going to equip this, right? But I want to transfer... I don't have any gems or runes in there right now. It's just the gear. It's just that rank, right? So I'm going to transfer that rank. So now I have a legendary rank 2. So now I'm just going to be working. If I'm going to upgrade things with blacksmith, I'm upgrading my legendaries now.
And then,
for the most part.
Once you use it for the first time, it goes up to dealing 60 damage.
Oh, nice.
And then that's when it starts wasting energy.
Sorry, guys. I'm doing tutorials with my son here. He's playing Zelda on the Nintendo Switch there that he got.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild is what he's playing over there. Anyway, back to this. Decker Kane. So he tells you some stuff, right? Blah, blah, blah. You start your new thing. Like I said, I want you to stop and watch all the animations if you want. There's other people who don't want to sit there and watch that, so we do what we got to do. You can pause me while you watch, though. La la. So next quest, right? And if you're like, what did he say for me to do anyway? You can always click that and it'll tell you, right? Then we have Familiar's quest now, and we have this quest now, and we have this quest now, and we have this quest that we can do. So those are all the things that are available for us to mess with. But I'm following the main quest line currently, and then we'll get off on those in a minute. Got some more pages here that he wants us to pick up. Right. So we examine that. Wants us to examine it again, I suppose. So now we're examining it. More cool animations. Lacticane. Alright. So we're talking about legendary gems and things. So now you have to go to Charcy. So now we're gonna go do that. Out here. Oh, feature unlocked. Recommended builds. So there are recommended builds. We'll look at that in a minute, since it just unlocks as we come out of there. And it's saying go see Charcy for a second. Follow her to the Elder Rift. Oh, we're just gonna probably just kind of have us go in there with her, most likely. But before I follow any more for prompts in a second, I'm just gonna go the long way. Alright. Now I talk to this guy. This is the Crest Merchant. He's at our rifts here. Okay, so in this, if we go to him, we get that every so often. So if you go to the Crest Merchant, he'll go ahead and give you a crest, and then usually right there, and then you can buy other ones for platinum or orbs from him. You can buy one a week with your platinum. I don't have any platinum. He does something else that we're not even ready for yet either. Let's go ahead and collect our things. Okay. Still telling us things we could do. Now we gotta complete an Elder Rift with our legendary crest. Legendary gems have been removed from the standard drop pool, reducing it to 16 gems of each rarity, 48 in total. With this update, the following legendary gems have been removed. And then you may select one removed gem from each rarity to return to the standard drop pool. Select legendary increase. Since this is my first time, select 1-star and 2-star gems and increase their drop rate or standard. I'm going to go ahead and do this, the increased drop rate for legendary gems on here. You need about 1.5 million of power and command eventually. I mean, it just depends, okay? So don't go crazy with these yet. Hold on. So, first off, with your gems, they all do different things, and you know how it just said a minute ago, oh, recommended builds. So, go in here to your inventory. Go, see this, how this right here, this got a little dot by it. This is where your recommended builds live. This will tell you the build it recommends for your character. So when you're saying, you know, let me set the gem drops and stuff, you're going to say, do I want build 1? Do I need build 2? Do I need build 3? Do I need build 4? Or am I going to take from these community builds that other players have uploaded, right? So this will give you different things, right? It'll tell you like what it does, what each individual build is going to do for you. I've collected pieces apparently from those builds, so look in here, but oh, I've gotten that skill. That's what it is. So you would want those skills if you were working with this build. You'd want to have those skills equipped. You'd want to have these pieces of equipment on. You'd want to have these stones in them, etc., etc. So these tell you exactly what builds you want, okay? So this is going to be just whatever you decide you want to do. So you can see right here it says PvE. So it's saying that this one is player versus event. This one's best for player versus the game when you're just running around doing stuff. This one is going to be a PvP build. Player versus player build for events there versus players. Build 4. This one right here just, let's see. It really doesn't define it. It's just a general build type on this build 4, but it doesn't start dropping some of these things that you need until way far into the game. You see that? Some of the stuff you need doesn't even drop until way up there. So this one, at least, you know, you can start at level 60. If you're going to do a PvP build, you're going to want to just go ahead and start with this one. I mean, you could start trying to gather the other stuff for this build, but it's not going to unlock forever in the game for you. So you might as well sort of start here if you want your PvP and you're not sure what to choose. This will tell you what, you know, what pieces to wear, what skills to use, what legendary gems to put in. But if you do a lot of, you know, with Cascade and Vortex and Rolling Surf, like, yeah, I like the things in here. Let me see, on this PvE. Rolling to Storm Fury. Mostly those. I think I like this build best for PvE, for the game, honestly, on this player. So when we're talking about the legendary gems that we're looking to have drop, right? We want to make sure that we're putting Seeping Vial, Blood-Soaked Jade, Void Spark, Power and Command, Blessed Pebble, and Mother's Lament, if we want that set exactly, you know. But Power and Command, as you'll notice, it ends up being in a lot of the builds. Like the stronger PvP build later, it's PvE build, it's there. And you got a whole bunch of those to level up to all the things, so that's one of the reasons why when I'm going in here on drop rates, legendary gem pool, I can increase 1 5-star. So I need Blood-Soaked Jade. That's ever less tricky. Stop it. Sorry, my bad. So I am going to choose from this one. Oh, I don't think this one. Legendary names. We want Power and Command. Power and Command. And oh, that's included in the current drop pools, what they're telling you. My current drop. Select 1 5-star and 1 2-star to increase it. Where's Blood-Soaked Jade? Am I blind? I haven't been on here in a while, so maybe I'm overlooking it. The Hunger. What do you read? No. Let's see. Where are my 5-stars? I'm so confused right now. So that's what's currently in there, so I don't get it. It's not letting me select what I want. Oh. There we go. I'm retarded. Oh. I'm not very smart sometimes. Look at that. Duh. I haven't been on here in a while, guys, like I said. Alright. Well, so we got these. I think we need Seeping Bile. I don't see the other one. So we'll go ahead and make Seeping Bile 1, our 5-star. And then we know we need our Power and Command. So let's go ahead and just tell it to most likely drop Power and Commands as the like ones. Confirm. There you go. Now we're more likely. Sorry about that. Oh. So this is my very first after a long time back. So I'm guessing that most likely I'm going to get a legendary gem or something like that this time. I may have jinxed myself. I'm going to go ahead and use my mirror jewels for this run. I think. For every legendary gem, another of the same type will be delivered via in-game mail. These gems are bound and have a random quality with the same drop rates as 5-star legendary gems. The bonus only applies to players who have activated the mirror jewels. Alright, let's hope that it's real nice to me, maybe. I don't know, we'll go for it. We'll add these on there. Those just, if you had 3 of them, then like you can up how much of all this you're getting. You need those to craft those with that guy standing there. You can get a legendary gem, potentially. You can get Fading Embers that you can use over there too to get XP, and of course you can get high quality equipment. So, with no further ado, let's hit these Elder Rifts here. So when it comes up, it tells you have 3 rift modifiers. That's based on the legendary crest you put in. This is chain reaction, so some enemies are unstable and explode when you hit them. Players can move unhindered through enemies, so that's nice. I can run through and then look out monsters, sense players more easily, so they're gonna be able to see me from further away. So that's the negative modifier that I got from my things that I put in, but that one's good. I can run right through them. So this lets you see some of the things actually that some of the equipment or gems or things sort of have there. Elder Rift runs are really nice. As you see, it's got a legendary piece for me right there already. So I've got that. If you pick up those purple orbs, you get, that's how you like put the purple thing right, like you see how you kill everybody and you're filling up that purple line right over here. Those XP globes, those purple things, just like give you more. Now one thing I like to do is just run these and find where the elite creatures are, and once I find the location of the elite creatures, then I can go ahead and get more XP and things out of it as I run the rift. They also like drop the globes. That's that auto aim thing, just showing you like where your stuff's gonna go. And so you just use your mini map and kind of look at it to see where you could go. Maybe I have sun coming straight in my window in a perfect spot directly just on my mini map, so I need to change positions here. I can't see my mini map. So we're just gonna keep getting XP, running around until we find when we get that, or not XP, but the rift progress is that purple line, right? So when you get that purple line totally filled out, a rift guardian will pop up, you'll kill that one, it'll drop the stuff and you'll be done. It'll drop the stones and everything. So I'm going to run past these guys initially and run up to this guy. As you can see, if you're just running toward the elites when you play these in general, it will bring all most of the other character, like little monsters along with it to fight you while you're fighting the guy. I don't know if you prefer to do that. I like to bring the whole crowd of monsters, get it over with easier. I need to equip my legendary gear, so as soon as I kill this swarm, no one else is trying to kill me. Anybody else trying to kill me? Alright, so go here. Oh, we gotta go to the identifier. I forgot about that. Ah, yeah, I can't change anything in the Elder Rift. That's what's just... And anything legendary you get, you gotta take it to the identifier in town. I used to have a familiar that identified stuff for me, but apparently, I've lost that. Because I changed my whole server. When you lose your server, you don't take over, like, the other characters with you, you just lose everything. So, just so you guys know, I started all over from scratch just to help you guys out. So, I hope all you newbies are happy there, and the older players, just give me a minute. We'll work along with the newbies to level up this character and get in a clan and do all that fun stuff so we can show all the activities that the clans do and all those more in-depth stuff when we get there. This game is so much information. It really can be overwhelming, but I'll bring things up again while we're doing these so that you can sort of see what's going on there. I do kind of like having the aim on where it shows you exactly where you're hitting with your primary there. Just gonna keep running because I almost got everything, and there's some elites right here, so I just want to go ahead and try and get the XP from these to finish off the rift, or like the better chance of bigger drops. I got enough. I filled up the line, so that's why I didn't get the special drops from those, because I didn't get to kill them before I got enough of that purple line filled up. And of course, you know, you get caught in this thing. Ow, he hurts pretty bad when you're a little bitty. That's okay. Didn't hurt me that much that time doing it. Oh, what do you know? Oh my gosh, taking forever to kill him. Once you're higher up, you'll just power right through these guys. These are like easy to run through. Later on, you can do it super fast. So I got 2 legendary pieces. Now we're gonna throw the stones. Oh, come on. I only get a lightning core. Oh. Darn. Didn't get any 5 stars, so... You know, really, I've got a legendary chest and a legendary knife. Right now, I'm going to... Let's see. Main hand or offhand? Make sure you check this. This is main hand. So that's only going to replace this one. Main hand, those are offhand. So this is going to go into this slot. And then your chest, of course, we're going to identify. That's always probably going to be better. We can go ahead and sell, let's see. This one, let's move it. I'll just go ahead and equip all the best things I have here. So start with, the reason why you see that dot is it's wanting you to socket this gem you just got. So I socket it. It's in there. So that gem being socketed in there now is the lightning cord, increases my resonance by 30 plus 12 to my combat rating. And oh, it's my son's phone. How do I make it stop? Okay. So as you can see, okay, so when you pull this up, let me explain some things. On these weapons, it tells you their attributes and what they do if you click them. So just click them. Then tells you the magical property of the item you're wearing. And then the sockets. I've had the lightning core in here now, so now it does all these things for me. And it tells you right here everything it's doing for me. And then when I rank it up, which I'll show you how to do later, then it tells you that with this one in here, if you're using Gale Force, right? If you're using Gale Force, that Squall is now channeled, causing you and your Zephyrs to periodically unleash wind slashes, dealing damage. So some of these will change, you know, depending on the magic item, it'll change in here, like what it does for your character. Extract essence, you know, to add appearance to the collection. So we'll see that later. We'll do all that. So anyway, that's what we'll do for now. On here, it's telling on the legendary builds. The only reason why that was lit up again on my builds there is because I got now and equipped. I've gotten and equipped the legendary gems, so it's going to let me give me some gold for having these things. So also, these are the skills that go best with build 3. I've also build 1. I got my same. I didn't need the lightning one, it's what I just got. And what I've got equipped, I'll take it out later for these. Because you see, I'm not really going to want to. I need to also be at level 41 and 44 to get those other core skills in the build I'm going for here. Because I think I said it was, no. Yeah, it was this one that I'm going for, my PvE for the first one that I can wear. I'm just going to shoot for this. And we'll see what we can do as we move along. So now we'll get out of here and we'll go to the identifier. We've already salvaged, haven't we? Whoop. Now we have. And you can exit Rift just by going like this. You don't have to go back to where you fought him. You can just go like that and you can get out too. Now we're out here. And you completed that one thing. Conquest. Just because we got better stuff. We need to go to the identifier. You're just going to pick up your red dots. And it's saying to return to him for a quest as well. So he's going to give us another quest. Okay. We can talk to her. She wants us to grab our bounties. We can definitely do that. You're going to want to do your bounties every day. Normally, you can do it 24 a day. This is just the first one because it's going to teach us, you know. We're going to be taught how to do the bounty. And then it'll go to what it normally is for us. collect our rewards here now that they're unlocked. It's upgrading things as we go along here. Oh, and it unlocked Wind Edge. Upgraded some of my skills. You see that as my Paragon level increased. We're going to collect this. Lots of stuff, I know, to collect. And go here, skills. It's just telling us we have these new skills. I'm waiting for some of these down here to be unlocked because it's the ones I need for my set. Early conquest that we're doing stuff. So as you can see now, I'm level 34. And we can turn to her. We see that we have other things we can add here. So many things to add. But first, we're just going to run over here to the identifier to identify the legendary equipment that we have. Wait, you're not the identifier. Oh, yeah. Nope. Oh, yeah, we can go to the blacksmith to do that, can't we? No, we can't. We gotta go to the actual identifier right here. Where are they? Where did they put them? I'm just trying to get my bearings. Where am I? Okay. Gonna be over here. This is gonna show me how to get to the identifier. Sorry guys, I'm rusty. I gotta remember which symbol stands for what for a second, but you know. I still got it. I still got it enough to understand everything we gotta do here. And there's your warband guy when you have to do that, and he can make you another quest, and they'll start stacking up a bajillion quests for you, but don't worry, they'll still be there later for you to take. Keep going to our identifier. So that's great when you have a familiar that can identify. I hope to you all that you get one. So we identified the two things we had. So it's clearly telling us these are better than we have. I want to equip, I want to transfer both the gem I have in it and the rank. Then I want to equip this. And I didn't have any rank or anything to transfer, so I've got this. And this is going to give me 39, 34 life, had 30 to my combat rating. It's going to do plus 12 fortitude, plus 12 vitality, maximum life increase by 1.5. Flowing strike now conjures a zephyr. I don't have that skill equipped, right? So it says I need the leading, like flowing strike skill equipped, because that's what this was going to help with. So let's see if we even have flowing strike available in our skills. Have flowing strike. Oh, it is. So we will replace this. I'm gonna switch the slots. So I gotta go back. Instead of having this selected, I gotta have this selected. Sorry, I'm ridiculous. Where is it? Okay, flowing strike. There we go. Flowing strike, we want to equip it, and I'm going to equip it there. So that's done. We can see what's going on like that. Then I get more stuff there, and then flowing strike does all these things. And you see it's coming from your chest piece at the bottom. So since we have a chest piece that's specific to that skill, we'll use that. Then let's see what our knife on here. Squall is now channeled, causing you and your zephyrs, and see that skill is equipped. So this will, now when I use Squall, it'll cause me and my zephyrs to periodically unleash some extra wind slashes, dealing damage to enemies that are in my path. Gives plus 8 to the combat rating. And all of that. We're not going to extract any essences, we're not there yet. We're definitely wearing better equipment, right? This board is much happier, except for I don't have any legendary gems yet. I have to complete dungeons to get those things, which is telling me to do. I gotta just continue the gameplay line because I need to unlock all the features on the game, right? So I've got to keep doing what it's telling me to do on these main kind of orangey quests here to be able to unlock the rest of the features and finish out our Westmarch quest line. And move on to the next quest line after that. And sometimes these can be long. They really can be. Oh, and when I said game clock, look, you see it down here in the bottom right here? it says what your server time is and what your local time is. So this server time is always going to be 2 hours earlier, so somebody's having it at 6 p.m. on the server, it's 4 o'clock my time. But that's really neat that it says server time, your time now. It used to not do that, but now it does. Very, very nifty. That's your server clock. So when people see the game clock, the server clock, that's what they're talking about. It's a little clock in the bottom. They can click it and see what your server time is, 2:02, and then in my local time it is 4:02. So just a hint on that. Now we're gonna return to her again. And now she's gonna make us follow her this way. Oh, this is the bestiary thing, like I told you. You have to get 10 bestiary, or 10 little, pick up 10 little bestiary things, and then you can get a page in there. I'll show you those when we get to it. No point filling your head with that, because we're about to learn so much more. Oh, look. She's saying some cultists got into town. Well, I gotta help Vic up, I suppose. Says I gotta do it. I gotta talk to him. Those weren't here last time, but I saw a book laying there. Apparently those are chronicles we have to find now too. So, gold pages and those books laying around. Remember when we went to Mr. Kane's shop and that thing was filled out with the chronicles and the pages and all of those nifty things? Now we're going to learn about gems. So, quick quest. Now we gotta go talk to... It's taking its sweet time here. There we go. Now talk to Vic. If you need to mess with your gems, this is where you go. We'll talk about that a little bit, because we really is a crest merchant. You can buy an echo crystal from him, which is used to upgrade normal gems above rank 5. You've got to have an echo crystal, which is 500 platinum. You gotta have it. Vic. I'm only talking to Charcy there. We're supposed to talk to Charcy for the quest, so we just did our talking with her. Alright, my son's phone again. He left it in here and took off. Fun times. Now we're here. See what she wants us to do. Okay, so now we're gonna talk to her. We're gonna click quest again, because she's taking us on a quest. Let's see. Okay. So now she is telling us we're going to enter the portal and go to the Darkwood. So I'm going to stop right here for this part 3, because the Darkwood is a whole nother place, and we've run through a lot of here. So let's consider this our Westmarch tutorial. If you click your mini-map in the corner, this is your primary hub. Like I said, there's a lot of features. I've showed you the ones that we currently have. There's so many in here, but if you click them, you've got the barber, that changes like your appearance. This one, you can change your class every so often. If you don't like the class you're in, you'll get a chance to change it. Then there's the market, where you can buy and sell things. You can stash stuff, and to empty your inventory, you can just have stash boxes. So what I recommend is that when you're building all your sets, if you are like, just know that today's PvE, that you're not doing any PvP today, you're in your PvE outfit and stuff like that, you know, you can always, you have your armory and you have your stashes, right? So in your armory, I think we still have an armory, is where you can keep like built out sets. Once you built your set, sort of, you can set the build sets. But you can also put things in a stash if like you have too much stuff and you just want to stash something. for later. You don't want to carry it around, but you're going to need it like at some point later, so you just put it there to go back and get it, so it won't be taking up space in your inventory. Whatever. You can put stuff in the stash. That's charms. I haven't gotten there in the game. Rarities and antiquities. That'll be part of the game too. Like this guy. So while we're in here, I'll show you what some of these things do. So, you know, there's that. There's the blacksmith. We've got the rarities and antiquities here. There's nothing there for now. We're not even there. So then you've got over here your identifier, your charms craftsman, all those good guys, right? And we haven't even gotten there in the game, so we're just gonna go back to our quest. We're gonna go over here. But this is the end of this part. We'll go through every single one of those things as your character unlocks them. So just keep playing along with me. We'll do this together. Until next time, stay safe, Warriors of Sanctuary, and we'll be back for part 4, Darkwood.